why people stop checking on high achievers. There is a quiet moment in many high achievers' lives when people stop asking how they're doing. Not because people stopped caring, but because everyone assumes the same thing, that you're fine. Competent people create a strange kind of illusion, the illusion that they don't need support. High achievers rarely realize when this shift begins. At first, people check in. Managers ask if the workload is manageable. Colleagues ask how you're holding up. Friends ask if you're overwhelmed. But over time, something subtle happens. Your reputation changes the way people relate to you. You become dependable, calm under pressure, the person who figures things out. And competence creates a powerful signal. If someone always appears composed, people assume they are stable. If someone consistently delivers, people assume they're not struggling, not intentionally, just unconsciously. Reliability gradually becomes interpreted as resilience, and resilience is often mistaken for invulnerability. In professional environments, this dynamic becomes even stronger. High achievers are often trusted with the most complex responsibilities, the urgent project, the sensitive client, the ambiguous situation. Not because they ask for it, but because they have proven they can carry it. And when someone consistently carries weight well, organizations naturally place more weight on them, which means the person under the most pressure often receives the least monitoring, not out of neglect, out of confidence. Leaders see competence and assume stability. Colleagues see composure and assume capacity. So the most capable people in the room quietly become the least checked on. But the real tension isn't external, it's internal. High achievers often reinforce this dynamic themselves. They don't signal strain easily. They don't dramatize pressure. They don't display casually, because competence is not just something they perform. It's become part of how they see themselves. Reliable people protect that identity even when the pressure is real. So the environment feels calm while the individual carries responsibility. And over time, this creates a silent contract. The world assumes you're strong, and you quietly maintain that assumption. Not because you must, but because it has become who you are. This is one of the quiet paradoxes of high achievers. The more capable you appear, the less visible your human limits become. High achievers are often surrounded by trust, but trust has a subtle side effect. It reduces concern, because people rarely worry about the person who always delivers. They rely on them instead, which means the most dependable individuals often move through pressure with very little interruption. Not because they're unsupported, but because their strength has become expected. The strange reality of high achievement is this: the stronger you appear to others, the less they think to ask if you're carrying too much.